employment counselor and a member of the Health and Safety Committee at the Afghan Women's Organization. I hope everybody's healthy and keeping safe. So I am happy to see you all today. And as we said, that I'm going to be talking a little bit about the benefit that was introduced by Canadian government in September. And I'm sure that everybody is familiar with the CERB, which is the Canada Emergency Response Benefit, which was expired last month. And that was an important and temporary response to support Canadians who stopped working for due to COVID-19. The CRB covered three broad circumstances for the people who lost their job due to COVID-19. And then those three categories were people who whose job was not available, so their job not available. And then number two, when they were sick or isolated or quarantined due to COVID-19. And number three was having care for children or their family members requiring supervised care, that their care facility was closed due to COVID or due to the pandemic. For example, schools were closed, daycare facilities were closed, community centers, daytime facility was closed. So these people were eligible to receive CERB, which is the Canada Emergency Response Benefit, and then it expired last month. But as the government, let me just share my screen though. See it?
No. Do you want me to do that from on my side? If you have not changed anything.
No, here.
Okay.
Do you see it okay? So that's the transition to CRB, to employment. No, actually I need this slide. As I said, that the government I should be in another slide, the first slide. Okay, got it. Sorry about that. So as the government restarted the economy, and then the benefit already expired, the last benefit, but the government decided to bring some other benefit which to support people who lost their jobs and then they still not working. That was effective September 27th, and the first one was the transition to EI, simplified employment insurance. And for those who were not eligible for EI, there are other benefits that for people who are self-employed and for people those who are experiencing a reduction of income of at least 50%. It means if you were working 10 hours a week and now you work 5 hours or less. So that's the reduction of 50%, and the government is introduced Canada Recovery Benefit, which is a temporary benefit, and that will provide $500 a week for up to 26 weeks. between September 27, 2020 and September 25th, 2021. And to be eligible for this benefit, you must be available and looking for a job. And you must accept a job offer. If your employer tells you to offer you the job back, you need to go to work. So if you reject the job offer, you will not be eligible for this benefit. The government is also, besides CERB, the government is also introducing the Canada Recovery Caregiving Benefit and the Canada Recovery Sickness Benefit. So I will talk briefly about each benefit and eligibility. First one, I'm gonna talk briefly about the simplified EI. So EI, how you are eligible for EI. EI, once you lose your job and then your employer gives you record of employment, then you could apply for EI. Go to the Service Canada website and then fill out the application. Once you fill out the application, you will be received personal access code. And then with your social insurance number and then that personal access code, you could complete your bi-weekly reports. The government currently says even you don't have your record of employment, you could still apply for EI. And the difference between EI regular and EI regular simplified is that the government reduced the hours. So usually to be qualified for EI, you need 900 hours in the past 52 weeks. But for the simplified EI, the government reduced the hours dramatically, and that's to 120 hours of work. So if you have worked 120 hours in the past 52 weeks and you lost your job since September 27th, you will be qualified for the EI simplified. And minimum amount that you get is $400 per week. And then you get that amount for 26 weeks of a regular benefit. So that's the so to better understand this concept, here is a broad scenario, so we could discuss that scenario together. So here is a lady, Mariam, usually works seasonal employment, and then her job starts usually between June and September. And then she usually establishes 900 hours once she get laid off at the end of her seasonal work. But this time she got earlier and then she accumulated only 200 hours instead of 900, only 200 hours. So Mariam does not have hours normally to be qualified for regular EI because her hours are only 200. So what do you think? Does Mariam qualify for the simplified EI? In your opinion,
Yes.
What do you think?
Yes, I think she does.
Yes, she does. Why?
Because of the simplified EI.
Okay, great. Because she worked as a result of EI temporary measurement, Mariam worked more than 120 hours. So her hours are 200. And then she is qualified for simplified EI, and then she will receive at least 400 a week for the period of 26 weeks. Okay, any questions so far?
No, thank you.
Okay, so the next one is Canada. The second one is Canada Recovery Benefit. And this is for people who who are not eligible for EI or simplified EI, and usually for the people who are self-employed or individual who are directly by COVID-19 and not entitled for EI, as I said. So if you are eligible for CRB or Canada Recovery Benefit, you will receive $1,000 in 2 weeks. And that is tax deductible, and the 10% tax will be deducted. So you will end up with $900 in your bank account. And this benefit, if your situation continues past 2 weeks, then you need to apply again. So the difference between CRB and CRB that expired was the Canada Emergency Response Benefit was being applied once a month. So you needed to apply once a month. But for this one, you need to apply every 2 weeks, and then you need to confirm your eligibility criteria. And this benefit is available for 13 periods, which is 26 weeks. And that's between September 27th and September 25th, 2021. The first period was in September, and the next was actually applied by October 12th. And the next period that you should apply is October 26th, which is next Monday, I guess. So people who want to apply for another 2 weeks, so the earliest that they could apply is October 26th. So, okay, so that's that. So what are the eligibility criteria for this one? So if you are not employed or self-employed because of COVID-19, so you could apply. You had a 50% reduction in your average weekly income compared to the previous year. So 50% of your job was cut, and then you're making less money. So now you're eligible. You did not apply or received any other benefit, which is the Canada Recovery Sickness Benefit, the Canada Recovery Caregiving Benefit, the Short-Term Disability Benefit, Workers' Compensation, Employment Insurance, Quebec Plan, etc. So you haven't applied for these things. You were not eligible for EI, so you don't have record of employment, and you're self-employed, you're not eligible for EI. And then, as I mentioned that, you did not receive other benefit, and then you reside in Canada, of course. So for the weeks that you are applying, you live in Canada and reside in Canada, and you're present in Canada. You are at least 15 years of age. And of course, you have a social insurance number, which is valid. And then you earned $5,000 in 2019 and 2020 in the past 12 months. And then you have not quit your job voluntarily. Some clients are asking me, okay, because it's COVID-19 and then I don't feel safe to go to work, so I quit my job. So now am I available? No, so they're not available. If you voluntarily quit your job or on or after September 27, 2020, you will not be eligible for CRB. And then also you have not turned down reasonable work during the past, during the period that you're applying. If you're employers are offering you a job and then you have not rejected that job offer. So in order to be eligible, you need all these criteria, all these points. So when you applying for CRB, you check. All these criteria should be checked. If one is not checked, you cannot go ahead. So you cannot apply. The system does not allow you. Okay. So any
Can I
questions?
ask a question?
Yeah.
So these are self-declared, basically?
Yes.
So you don't need any proofs when it says you were
Yeah.
not employed or self-employed for reasons that are related to COVID. You just check that and it's self-declaration, right?
For now, you can apply on the phone, like the last one, the CRB, but they said the telephone line will be available temporarily, and then everybody is encouraged to open CRA account. So from your CRA account, you could apply. And then currently the telephone is also available, but that's temporary. So it's better for people who want to apply, they better open the CRA account.
What I mean is there is no proof that when we say you were not employed or self-employed for reasons related to COVID-19, it's my self-declaration that was the reason. There is no, I don't need to show any proof for any of those. Is that correct?
Correct, yes. So the CRA will verify that you are eligible to receive the CRB, and individual who are found to have intentionally made fraudulent claims may face additional consequences such as penalties and jail time. So once you do your income taxes, then they'll find out.
I have
And
another.
I have a question.
Yes?
Yeah, so they say that if you earn 38,000 this year, then if you're earning more than 38,000, then you have to give 50 cents back. For every dollar earned, you have to return 50 cents back to the government.
That's correct. So the CRA will provide you with the T4A next year when you're doing your income taxes. If your net income is over 38,000, then you will have to reimburse 50 cents of the benefit for every dollar of your net income that you earn above 38,000. So it means if you earn more than 38,000, so the money above 38,000, you will pay 50% of it back.
I have a question too regarding this, Hoteljar. So regardless if it's coming from the CRA, if the income is above the 38,000, regardless of the source, they will deduct 50 cents per dollar?
Yes.
Okay.
But
Thank
it
you.
says usually, it says, for every dollar. It doesn't say that whether it's the
Benefits?
employment, whether it's any other income, even for insurance. If you receive, if somebody has an accident and receives money from insurance, they're not be eligible for any of these until that insurance money expires, and then they could apply.
Can I ask another question if possible?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so when a client was applying for the CRB, the option for SERB was still available, but I don't know that he didn't move further, and then he said that because it's such a busy website, so he chose to apply for a CRB, but the option made him a little bit confused when he saw the application available for SERB as well.
Yeah, it's there, but if you are eligible for CRB and you haven't applied, you can apply.
Oh,
I
so
haven't checked
they
it.
could even apply now too?
Yeah, I think you could apply, but I haven't checked. That's what I needed to check myself. And then one of my clients had the same situation that he missed 1 month and then he was eligible. But I haven't applied, but the option is there. If you want to apply for CRB, I think you could apply.
For the months that you missed. Okay,
Yes.
I got it now, why it's there. Thank you so much, Hotel.
Yeah, no problem. But if your net income is 38,000 or less, then you do not have to pay anything to the government.
I have a question.
Yes.
Who is
Excuse
that?
me. My name is Zahra.
Okay, so before Zahra going on, there is someone has, okay, go ahead and then I'll ask the question on the,
Thank you.
I would like Shahnaz to ask the question herself, Shahnaz, if you don't
Yeah.
mind. After Zahra, please ask your question to put it to Khatul. Go ahead, Zahra.
My question is similar to Shahnaz's question.
Oh, okay.
I was a caregiver and I worked as a caregiver PSW, but I became ill from July and I lost my job because of bad back pain and knee pains also. And I lost my job and I didn't receive anything from CRB, SERB, EI, anything. I wanted to know that if I am eligible for receiving any group of this assistance or not.
So do you think you're eligible of these eligibility criteria? Do you see those eligibility criteria? Are you included in those?
No, because the minus is not due to Corona. It's different.
Yeah, so you could have applied for employment insurance, sick benefits, if you're eligible. How long did you work?
For 1 year, 1.5 years.
So did you get the record of employment from your employer?
Didn't understand what did you say?
Record of employment. It's a paper with your hours of work, how much you got paid, when you started, when you finished.
No, but I can get something like that because I have worked in two different places, and I think that I can.
But I think it's a little bit late, but you can apply anyway, and then you could give a reason why you applied so late. So why did you wait that long?
Because I didn't think that I can. I was worried about the consequences of giving and receiving and not being eligible for that. And
no, you're not eligible for a CRB, but you're definitely eligible for EI. And then I don't know, sometimes when there is a long period of time in between applying and losing your job, they ask you, what is the reason? Why did you not apply? So they said as soon as you lose your job, then you apply. So then you could have applied back like in June or July.
So Khatul, if I may, put it for everyone as general question would be, as you're saying that still Zahra can apply, but she may not receive the yes answer, but she can still apply for the sickness benefit not related to COVID, and then give a reason why she has not applied before.
Yes.
Okay. All right. And Zahra, I would suggest that maybe, I think probably Khatul has her email address at the end of the presentation. If you need more support for your individual case, I would suggest to get connected with Khatul later on after this presentation.
Yes, sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
So today's benefit are usually for people who lost their job after September 27th.
Okay.
So they could apply. Okay,
please go ahead, Khatuja.
So sorry, I have a very quick question. I have to leave. Sorry for that. So the people who are on Ontario Works, so they can apply for the recently any benefits or no?
No.
Okay, thank you.
When you receive money from any other sources, you cannot apply for these benefits. These are for people who don't have any income and then they lost their jobs.
Actually, I am asking for someone because they are newcomer. They are looking for the job, and Ontario Works money is very little only to pay the rent only, right?
I know.
So they are not able to get that because of their age and newcomer.
Yeah, that's true. But unfortunately, they are not eligible.
They are not eligible. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
Thank you.
Okay, okay.
So here is another scenario, so we can discuss it together. Can I get the Canada Recovery Benefit if I quit my job? What if I had a good reason, such as harassment and unsafe work condition? So can I receive the CRB? So what do you think?
I don't think so.
No,
No.
me too.
So
No.
So you think you will not be eligible for that? Why? Why do you think?
Because she quit her job to begin with.
Actually, I read in the website that there is some benefit for the victims.
Yes, if you could prove it that you had a good reason because of harassment or unsafe work, you could be eligible, but it is very specific to that condition. And then otherwise, when you quit your job, you will not be eligible to get the benefits. And scenario 2 is that I am a senior collecting pension, but supplementing with part-time work. Am I eligible for the Canada Recovery Benefit? So the person is senior, but at the same time gets a pension. And at the same time, that person was working part-time and then lost his job because of COVID-19. So what do you think? Is this person eligible?
No. As getting the pension because of the pension.
But at the same time, that person was working too.
Yeah.
I think he is.
I think, yeah,
Yeah.
he can. He can apply for that.
Yes, so that person, given that he made 5,000 last year, and then he lost his job due to COVID-19, or his job was reduced, his hours was reduced to 50%. So that person is eligible to receive.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if he gets pension as well. So this is because he was working. It's a different scenario than a person who's receiving Ontario Works. It's totally different.
Oh.
But this person is eligible to, given those other eligibility criteria, if he has those other eligibility criteria, so this person is eligible.
Okay.
So that was the CRB. Now the Canada Recovery Caregiving Benefit. And this has similar, so Canada Recovery Caregiving Benefit also provide $500 a week, tax deductible for up to 26 weeks. So eligibility is kind of similar, but a little bit different. The person who works and reduces his hour for 50% of his job, his hours per week, and that person is taking care of a child of age 12 or under, or a family member because the school or daycare or nursing home is closed due to COVID-19. Again, other criteria, eligibility criteria is similar, like at least you need to be 15 years of age. So I didn't put those because you already know that under the CRB. You lost your job because of COVID-19 or 50% hours was reduced, you are self-employed, you earned money in the past year from employment insurance, parental benefits, or employment. You have, of course, you have a valid social insurance number, and because the child or family member is sick or required quarantine or in high or risk of serious health implication, so you cannot go to work, then you will be eligible, and you have to provide care to family member who requires supervised care. And then you could not attend, or they could not attend the day program in other facility that are normally attended under the advice of medical practitioner or a nurse practitioner or a doctor, or the doctor is a opinion that this person, if that person goes to school or your child goes to school, he will have serious consequences, serious diseases. So with the doctor notes or public health officials note, then they cannot go to school, and then you will be eligible to apply for the Canada Recovery caregiving benefits. And then the benefits are similar. You can receive up to 26 weeks of benefit from September 27 to September 25th of 2021. And then if a mom and dad both lost their jobs because of COVID, or if they are eligible, so only one person could get the benefit. Both mom and dad cannot get the benefit. So one person in the family could get the benefit for their child. Okay, any questions?
I have a question about the second bullet point, work for at least 50% of the week. Does that mean that their work has reduced to half?
Yes.
Do I understand correctly?
Yes.
Okay,
so this is basically for people who have kids and then they cannot go to school. I think it's not people who have their kids going to school online, they are not eligible. Mm-hmm. Only when the school was closed, is closed, or the daycare facility is closed and the child is under 12, they are eligible to get the Canada Recovery Caregiving benefits.
But Khatul, say that for now, those parents whose children go to school and there is an outbreak, say in their cohort, in their class, and the whole class has to quarantine for 14 days. And one parent or two, they have to actually, well, I don't know, stay at home, or like the child stays at home and the parent has to stay at home. Will they still be eligible for the period that the child is staying at home?
Yes, yes, because the doctor advised or the public health authority advised them that the kids should stay home. So definitely they are eligible for 2 weeks, or for the time that the child is at home.
Okay. And I'm assuming it's for the age of 12 and under, because 12 and up, well, they can stay home on their own. Is that
12 and above? Yeah, they can stay home.
Yeah. Okay.
But there are some conditions if the child is has some health problems or some mental problems and other health issues, and then the doctor suggests that the parents should stay with that child at home, then still the parents are, one parent is eligible.
Okay.
Or the exception is where the child would be, in the opinion of a doctor, that having serious health complications. If the child contracted COVID-19 in this situation, they would be eligible to receive Canada Recovery Sickness Benefit, caregiving benefit, as long as they meet the other criteria.
I have a question.
Sure.
I'm not sure about like this one or as general. Like
Yeah.
if someone had worked before COVID, and after COVID, like for a while not working, and again started working from, let's say, September as a part-time, does that person eligible for get anything, any benefit or no?
So before the person was working full-time, and then because of COVID-19, the
Yes.
person is working less hours?
Yes.
Yes, so that person is eligible, yes. Given the other criteria, eligibility criteria, that work at least 5,000 and in the past year, and lost job due to COVID-19, 50% was reduced. So yes.
Okay, thank you.
So here is another scenario. Am I eligible if my child's school is open, but I choose not to send them back because I don't feel it's safe? So what do you think? Am I eligible for
No.
And why?
Because you chose, not that the school was closed. It's because it was your personal preference.
Sure. So you're not eligible, and then if you choose to stay home to care for your children, if the child care or school is open, you're not eligible to receive the Canada Recovery Caregiving benefits. But as I said, there is an exception that where a child is sick and it's in the opinion of a doctor that the child cannot go to school. So then the parent is eligible to receive the benefit. Am I eligible if my child is over the age of 12? My child is over the age of 12.
It's up to the condition, physical condition of the child.
Yeah, great. So otherwise you're not. If your child is perfectly fine, then
No.
you are not eligible because your child is over the age of 12. But the situation may exist where the child is over the age of 12 and has unique needs. They say unique needs, that means that cannot stay alone and requires special supervised care while parents are working. So if that is the case, then parent is eligible to receive the benefit. Okay. So now the Canada Recovery Sickness Benefit.
Khatul, before we go, we had a question here from Mariam. Mariam, if you're here, I'm not sure if I totally understood the question you asked on chat, but if you would like, you can put it to Khatul. Mariam Azad, Mariam. Mariam, are you there? Okay, so we can move on.
So now the last one is the Canada Recovery Sickness Benefit. Is available, and then the eligibility criteria is similar. The Canada will provide again $500, which is taxable. And then the other one is that you work at least 50% of the week and you lost 50% of your hours due to COVID-19. And then have underlying condition conditions. You are under treatment, you're sick, you're quarantined, and your doctor or public health authorities think that you cannot go to work, then you could get sickness benefit. For example, if somebody gets sick with COVID, those people are eligible for the Canada sickness benefit, and that sickness benefit is available for 2 weeks only, because the self-isolation and quarantine period for COVID-19 is 14 days. So the benefit is available for only 2 weeks. And then other eligibility criteria is similar. So you will be eligible if you work for up to 2 weeks of the Canada Recovery Sickness Benefit. And then if you are either sick with COVID or have been directed or quarantined by your employer or your doctor, the government official, public health official, that you have underlying condition that is in the opinion of the doctor or the person in authority, so you could apply for that benefit.
What is the, so say that if someone is infected by COVID-19, but the recovery takes more than 2 weeks, so the person is either hospitalized or, I don't know, any other condition that is he's advised or she's advised not to go back to work. Is there any exception to that, or 2 weeks is the maximum?
There should be exception. They said as long as your doctor or public health official says that you're eligible, then I think they could extend that benefit from 2 weeks to more.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, so the benefit will be paid in 2 1-week periods. So I believe so that you apply every week. But it's still available between September of this year and September of next year. So anytime in this period, if somebody gets sick, receive the benefit. So here is another scenario. Can I receive the Canada Recovery Sickness Benefit if I choose to stay home, avoid catching COVID-19, but was not advised to do so by the medical doctor? So this is an easy question. So I guess, so what do you think?
No.
No, because you cannot stay home. And then because you are scared or you think that you will catch corona. So no, unless your doctor advises you. And then there is another scenario question. I entered the labor force late in 2019, so I was not able to earn 5,000, but I would have been able to earn that in 2020 if I hadn't lost my job due to COVID. Do I qualify for the Canada Recovery Benefit for any of these benefits?
Yes.
So because I couldn't work because of COVID and I didn't earn $5,000, and then it was all fault of COVID-19. So
I think yes.
So everybody thinks it's a yes? Yes or no?
For me, I think no.
To me, it's yes.
I would say yes.
Why you say yes?
I'll say yes too.
One of the criteria they are very specific is to earn $5,000 for 2019.
True.
But in other criteria, it says
I
if
think
you
no.
lost your job for COVID, because of COVID, you are eligible, right?
I don't think she is because she was just avoiding. That's again coming back to personal preference, I think.
No,
No?
not a personal preference. It's like she or he just lost the job because of the COVID.
Yeah,
If I choose to stay home,
No.
to
Last
avoid catching.
one, second.
Oh,
one.
it's the last one. Oh.
Yeah.
So because in the beginning I said that there were so many eligibility criteria. If you say no to one of them, you will not be eligible for that. So this person, yes, lost his job. Maybe a week ago, this person worked and then lost his job. Maybe worked beginning of September for a week and then lost his job because of COVID, or it's closed, the business was closed, etc. But this person did not earn $5,000. So to be eligible to receive the Canada Recovery Benefit, you must have had employment or self-employment income for at least 5,000 in 2019 and 2020 in the 12 months prior that you are applying for CRB. So this person is not eligible, even lost his job because of COVID, but not eligible to receive any of these benefits.
There's a question, Khatul, that if someone has forgotten to apply for CRB for the last 2 weeks, would they be able to apply today?
Sure, all the benefits are retroactive. Yes, they could apply. They could apply for the first period and the second period together.
Thank you.
So any other questions? So if you don't have a question, here is additional references if you want to go to CRA website for more information. And also the number 1-800-959-8281, because these benefits are administered by CRA, Canada Revenue Agency. If you have any further questions, you could apply. You could ask CRA, or you could ask the new benefit. I guess it's hotline, the 1-833-966-2099. So if you have a specific situation and then you are not sure whether you are eligible for the benefit or not, you could call either of these numbers and then find out your eligibility.
And Khatujan, if someone needs support to apply, is there a way that they can get connected with you?
Yes, sure. So yeah. So they could have my telephone number or my, oh, actually I didn't put my telephone number.
If you don't mind, if you can put your phone number and also your email address in the chat so everyone would see that.
Yeah, sure, I'll do that.
Thank you.
So is there any other question?
No, thank you.
Thank you.
Khatuljan, I just had a call from someone. I'm not sure if it's really related to that or kinda maybe. He's a senior. He gets benefit like pension.
Yes.
But he said the pension is not like enough for his life. He's covering medicine and stuff. Is there anything he can do to get like some extra money or extend his pension? Or
he cannot get any of these benefits. He's not eligible.
There are other benefits available, like he could apply for Trillium for the drug benefits, or he could apply for all this security if he's eligible or she's eligible. So there are other benefits that you could connect after the session, not related to those employment benefits.
okay, can I connect him with one of you so you can help him?
Yeah, sure.
Nuria, who do you think Pirus could connect?
They could connect with anybody at Domers or head office or Scarborough. So maybe Anissa John is the best person at the Scarborough office.
Oh,
So you
Anissa
could
John
check
is
on
there.
that.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. I'll connect you with her. Okay.
Sure. Thank you so much.
Sure. If there is nothing else, I mean, we are early, but I would really thank Khatul for the very good presentation and a formative one. Again, Khatoujan, if that is okay for you to put your email and also your phone number in the chat so everyone can see that. I would post this recording. I will send it to those that I have the email from, and I will send it also to Sophia and also Piruz and Sadiqa to share it with others that I don't have the email or any contact from. Yeah, that's it. And we would really love you to join. We will be having regular sessions from now on, at least once a month. Some will be in English, but some will be in different languages of Urdu, Arabic, Farsi, and Dari. So check in with us or check on our Facebook so you can see the upcoming webinars that are coming as well. So Khatul has put her email address and her phone number in the chat. Please do check that.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, everyone.
Thank you,
Thanks,
Khatul.
Khatul.
Thank you all for
Very
attending.
informative.
Thank you,
Thank you very
for
much, Khatul,
organizing
for your
this.
time. And
Thank you so much.
Take care,
All
everyone.
right. Take care, everyone. Bye.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
Have a nice day, everyone.
Bye.
You too.